Hi, this is Tanya Sheridan with Close to My Heart, and today I am going to introduce to you our brand new Serenity collection. So this is our brand new book. It just went live on November 1st, and it is valid for November and December. And of course, we also have an annual book that is valid all year long that you can also shop for. So before we get started into this beautiful collection, I wanted to tell you a little bit about my show special so you could be listening for that as I go through my presentation. So if you make a $50 purchase, then you'll receive 2 packs of flip-flaps for free. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about those flip-flaps as we go along. If you make a $100 purchase, then you will receive a flip-flap bundle with many of our most popular sizes for free. There's also additional specials of featured product in my shop, so things that I feature with you today. And you can place your orders on my Close to My Heart website or in my In All Sassiness design shop, or collectively between the two. So to get to those sites, you're going to go to www.inallsassiness.com. That's www.inallsassiness.com. And all of these specials are going to be good through November 25th. And then I also invite you to check back on my site on Black Friday all the way through Cyber Monday, because Close to My Heart traditionally has some fabulous deals for you to check out there. So let's get started. Close to My Heart has, as I said, just brought out this brand new book, and it is a beautiful book. There are 2 very definite collections. There's the 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐞 collection and the Serenity collection. And the Serenity is what I am going to talk you through today, because it is absolutely one of the most beautiful collections I think Close to My Heart has ever had. And it's designed so that it can work well with lots of different purposes and lots of different seasons. So here you will notice that it kind of has a little bit of a Christmas feel. I'm going to walk you through the paper pack, but through my presentation today, I wanted to show you how you could also use it for fall. So fall decor, your Thanksgiving table, capturing those moments throughout the holiday season, both fall, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So this is our paper pack. If you will notice, there is a gorgeous, and hopefully the camera will catch that, gold foil touch to our heavy weighted cardstock stickers. So there is a wealth of stickers here. They have these deep shades of blue and some neutrals, and then this gold foil. Very nice title stickers, as well as some smaller stickers that could be used for cards and smaller projects. And then you have our paper pack. So the paper pack can be purchased with or without the stickers. So you have that option. So quite often I will order 2 or 3 with the stickers. And then once I've used the stickers, I don't traditionally use the stickers over and over again within my pages. So then I just resort to doing the pictures or the pattern paper. So all of our pattern paper is a heavy weight. You'd get 2 pieces of each paper in your packs, and they are double-sided. So this is the first one, and you'll see it's the same pattern. We also have these wonderful zip strips at the top. They just give you a little bit of extra margin, and usually the zip strips are a little bit more detailed of a border. And then on the back side, it tells you the item number, the paper pack, and the featured colors. So that is a great tool if you're not familiar with Close to My Heart paper packs, because if you put this pack away with all the good intentions to pull it back out in another, couple of months when you're working on whatever project, and you can't remember the colors, it tells you what colors were used in that paper. So you don't have to play that guessing game. So this is the next sheet. Love absolutely this pine cone paper and the plaid zip strip at the top. I think that has so many choices and selections. Then there's also this sheet that has a wreath side and this beautiful, beautiful floral paper. And that is it for the paper pack. So now that I've showed you that, I want to show you one other element, and then I'm going to walk you through how I've used that in some projects and show you how to create these beautiful, beautiful flowers. So these are our Picture My Life cards. They are designed for pocket scrapbooking, but I'm going to show you today several ways that you can use these. Our Picture My Life cards are absolutely gorgeous, and they are a perfect addition to partner with the paper pack. And you'll notice that on one side, there's usually one print and the other side it might be the same print with opposite colors or an orientation difference. So here you will see that this particular card has the stripes and the pennants going vertically, and then on the opposite side you've changed the colors a little bit and they're moving horizontally. So again, these are a wonderful combination addition to your actual paper packs, but you can use them as your traditional pocket scrapbooking. You can use them for greeting cards, you can use them for regular scrapbook layouts, and several other things that I'm going to show you today. So this is one of the layouts that I have created that I think really showcases the beauty of this paper collection. It does feature these daisies or flowers that are cut out with the Cricut with the pattern paper that's in the collection. And of course it features our brand new Bluebell color of the year, which is absolutely stunning. You are absolutely going to love it. But here you'll notice I did some Cricut cuts. So this big scallop is a Cricut cut. The little title, I Love You, as well as all of my leaves are cut out on this gold foil paper. Now these are cut out on the Cricut, and they're cut out with an exclusive collection called the Serenity collection. That's $9.95, and it's available on our websites. So if you're interested in purchasing our Cricut companion collections, digital collections, you would go to my website at www.inallsassiness.com. You would use the Close to My Heart link. You scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll see the little Cricut bug. And when you see the little Cricut bug, that will take you to our affiliate link. And all of these collections can be purchased directly through your Close to My Heart consultant for the first year, and then you can purchase them elsewhere on Cricut. So I wanted to show you the difference. This is cut on the Cricut with that exclusive collection, and this is one of our thin cuts, and both just cut the gold foil absolutely elegantly and fine and beautifully, and it's just absolutely perfect. So I've done that here. I've incorporated that glitter paper. And one thing that I found that I will show you a little bit later is how absolutely beautiful the gold shimmer brushes work on this sapphire cardstock. So it's a dark cardstock, it's a dark blue, and then you have the gold glitter pen just tapping it along your finger, and it's going to create this gorgeous splatter, and the gold just really pops on this sapphire. So you'll see I have a cluster here and then a cluster up there. Now you notice that there's this little clear thing here, and this is called a flip flap. So our flip flaps are one of our signature items. They are absolutely wonderful. There is a self-adhesive strip here, and you can tell by the texture that that is where the adhesive is. You just pull that little strip and it goes right on top of your photographs, but on top of your page protector. So I don't have my layout in the page protector right now because it creates too much of a glare with the camera, but I wanted to show you how easy that is. And then they just flip literally up, which gives you additional photograph space. So you can get them, this would be a vertical, but the rectangular flip flaps come with vertical and then horizontal. I just have the vertical to show you here, but you could use the horizontal here and flip it this way, or you could keep with that vertical and flip it this way. So I purposely made all of these photo mats to fit the flip flaps. So you have 4x4, you have a 4x6, and this little guy down here is a 3x4. In addition, we have a 2-inch size, a 3-inch size, a 5x7, which is wonderful for like school photographs or portraits. And then we also have a 6x12 size. So make sure you check those out. If you've not used them before, I guarantee it is going to change the way you scrapbook and change your life, because it is so absolutely fabulous. So I talked a little bit about these beautiful flowers, and I wanted to show you some other ways that I have used them in some projects. So this little guy here is for your Thanksgiving table or your Christmas table, Hanukkah, what have you. I've used the same flower, I just shrunk it down. That is a Cricut cut, and I'm happy to share the files with you. Just send me an email at inallsassiness@gmail.com, same thing as my website. But you'll see this is one of those picture my life cards that I was telling you about. So I cut a flourish out of the glitter paper and then put the daisy on top and did some fun things with that one. Here you'll see I have a little table favor. So this again has the flower. You'll see that gold foil that has the glitter paper behind. I'm going to tell you about that in a second. And then another little glitter cut. And then I finished it off with a sequin. So just something cute that you could put on your table that's incorporating the supplies that you already have. Here I have this beautiful box. This is a sliding box. Actually, it goes this way, sorry. So it is going to slide open. You'll see I have some chocolate treats inside, but it's actually a shaker element on the top, and hopefully that camera can catch it. So I have the glitter paper, which cuts beautifully on the Cricut. This is one of our shaker elements. That is the acetate. You'll notice it has the sequins inside. And then I've cut this out with one of our thin cuts, again on that gold foil. So then you open it and it's a Cricut designed box. So I do have all of these projects available on my site that you can look at tutorials as well as purchase the kits. Here is a card, so I don't want to leave my card makers behind. Again, the same beautiful flower with the leaf from the leaf set and then stamped, and there's a little bit of a shimmer brush that is sparkled on the card. And then this one is one of my favorites, and I could not wait to show this to you. This is brand new from Close to My Heart this year. It is our calendar, and it has, you can add a jump ring, or you could do ribbons. You could hang it with the nail hole onto the wall, but you receive 14 blank sheets of the calendar, and then you can decorate it however you would like. So this is my November, and it was designed around the same elements that I'm using in my presentation. And then I thought I would show you a few more. So that is my January page. And then this is my September page. So you can buy this just blank as it is. I also have it as a kit with and without the calendar that you can purchase in my shop. So make sure you check that out. Again, that's a new format for us. In addition to that, here is another one of those little name cards. This one I did a more masculine feel, so there's no flower, but I incorporated that flower there. And then this is my pumpkin. So if you followed me before, you'll remember that I did a glitter pumpkin earlier in the season. This time I wanted to incorporate this beautiful bluebell paper as well as the sapphire. And so I wanted it to really look like a fall theme that could carry into the holidays and just be an absolutely beautiful piece on your table. So again, you can see I've used all of those little sequins, and I've used the glitter paper as well as the pattern paper, and just added lots of little elements. One of the things that I love about our thin cut leaf dies is it cuts the vein out separately. So if you use those in the foil paper, it's sturdy enough that you could really use it as a piece all on its own. So I will rotate that a little bit just so that you can see it. And again, you can get a craft pumpkin anywhere. I do have the kit for the flowers and the pieces in my shop, but it does not include your pumpkin. Okay. So then the next thing I wanted to show you is those Picture My Life cards that I was telling you about. And I used some on the next layout. But here I've used these wonderful flip flaps and created a little book that you could use at Thanksgiving or any holiday, where you could write what you were thankful of, make memories of the day, and then put them all together. Now, if you're not someone who likes doing the little mini albums, you could also use these standard cards in the picture pages. So the pocket pages are all 4x6 and 3x4s. So this would be very easy to divert directly to that. But this little book was made with the same flip flaps that you would use on your layout. So I'm going to show you another layout that's featuring one of those. Let me slide this out of the way. So this is another layout that I did, again, using some Cricut pieces from our Close to My Heart cartridges, but then I also incorporated some of our Picture My Life cards, and you can see one of those here as well. So I wanted to show you again, or also, how you could also use this collection for Christmas. So these are some snowflake cards. These are the Picture My Life cards. These were stamped with our new Elegant Snowflake stamp set that also pairs with the thin cuts. And then I have our gnome collection because you just can't get through the holiday season without fun little gnomes. So this is incorporating those same colors. You'll see that I partnered 2 of our gnome sets. So this little guy and this little guy come from our brand new Christmas gnome set, Gnome for Christmas. And then these 2 guys are coming from our garden gnome set. So 2 different gnome sets, but equally fun. You could use them for everyday cards, or you could use them, incorporate them into Christmas cards. And then this one has a brand new set. It's called our window die. And the window die is great because you can use all these little pieces. There's all sorts of different types of windows and shutters and ledges and lips and all sorts of things. And those just make this really fun feature and element that you can create with. So what I wanted to do is take you through how to create the daisies. So I have my piece of paper here, and I have all my little supplies. I'm going to space those out. Again, I'm happy to share my file with you, so you can just email me and get that file. Here you'll see I already put together the foil. I just taped a piece of glitter paper to the back and then used one of those veins as an accent piece. And I thought that that really worked well. If you're cutting out multiple colors of these thin cuts, you can also take one vein and put it into another piece. And that works really well as well, just to spread the fun. But here's my flower. So there's lots of different, pieces. And I'm just going to use the round dots because those are simple and easy for me to use on this type of a project. They do come in the thin as well as thick heights, but I'm using the thin. Now, if I'm doing this on my pumpkin, I'm going to pull it all together a little bit, or on something 3D, I'm going to use a dot pretty much under almost every layer. But if I were doing this for my scrapbook, I only did maybe 3 layers of the daisy because I didn't want it to get too high. So if it's for a 3D project, it works really, really well to do, as much thickness as you want. But if it's not for a 3D project and you want it to flatten, then just a couple layers work really well. So I'm just pulling these a little bit as I go. Once I spritz it, I'll have a little bit more wiggle room. And for this last flower, because it's a little bit smaller, I'm just going to do the tiny dot. So I am going to pull that off, put that on like that. Okay, so then what I want to do is I want to attach my flower, and or my leaf. I found that the easiest way to do that is to put a foam tape on top of it, because we don't want it necessarily completely flat. We want it to look dimensional, whether it's in our book or, on a project. So you can see I just kind of have this cluster around the back. I want it to lay semi-flat and even. So I'm going to put a couple more of the foam dots on the back, and I'm going to leave those adhere just like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my shimmer brush, and you always want to shake it first. And I'm going to make sure that I don't have any of my artwork nearby. And then you're just going to simply tap it. And as you tap, you'll see that the glitter starts to come out. Now, if you're having a hard time getting it started, you can also do a little bubble off to the side and pull from that. And that just gets it all the way down. You can see that I'm doing my flower, right? But then I'm also getting it all over this paper, which would be beautiful for a card. And you can do, as little or as much as you want. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out these beautiful bluebell sequins, and I'm just going to grab a couple. I'm going to add them with a glue dot to the center of my flower. And I just want a couple. I'm steering away from the white ones. I like the colored ones better because they really pop. It also would look very nice to do these with gold. I did several with the gold. And I like 3 because it's an even number or an odd number. It looks a little bit more balanced. So I'm going to put that one there. Then what I'm going to do, and I think that this is the most beautiful finishing touch, is I'm going to take the diamond stickles, or you could use gold. And I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit into each of those sequins. And once they dry, it's going to really enhance the sequins and just make the flower even more beautiful. And if you wanted to, you could come back and you could add more of these flowers all the way around. So the other thing that you could also do is you could use these pieces that are cut with the thin cuts and just sprinkle them around your table. The gold foil just really enhances and just makes everything look so incredibly elegant. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and fall season with your family. Whatever you do, make it sassy. And again, my site is www.inallsassiness.com. Thank you.